The difference between a home that sells quickly at or above asking price and a home that lingers on the market is almost never the market. According to the National Association of Realtors, staged and properly prepared homes sell faster. And the Real Estate Staging Association's 2025 data shows that for every dollar invested in preparation and staging, sellers saw an average return of $23. This will be a room-by-room walkthrough of exactly how I prepare my listings before they go on the market. Sellers who take the time to prepare their home correctly get better prices, faster offers, and fewer headaches at the negotiating table. I'm going to tell you what matters, what doesn't, and how to prioritize if you have limited time or budget. Before we begin, let's go data first. 83% of buyers agents, they say that staging makes it easier for buyers to visualize the home as their home. See, visualization is what triggers an emotional response, and an emotional connection is what triggers an offer on your home. The Real Estate Staging Association tracked 84 staged homes in the first quarter of 2025. They found that for every dollar invested in staging and preparations, sellers saw an average return of more than $23. That is a 2,300% return on investment. Now let's start walking through the house. First up, before we even get in the door, let's talk about curb appeal. Because before your buyer steps in, they've already formed an opinion about your house. It's going to happen in the first few seconds when they pull up in front of your house or into the driveway. What they can see from there gives them that first impression. In Northwest Georgia, curb appeal in the spring selling season, which at the time that I'm recording this video, we're in the last stages of the spring selling market. It's all about fresh, clean, and well-maintained. So here is your curb appeal checklist. First off, power wash that driveway, clean the front walkway, any exterior hardscaping, because in Georgia's climate, algae and mildew accumulate quickly on concrete and hardscaping. A dirty driveway, to the buyers, it reads like a neglected home, even if your home isn't neglected. Second thing, fresh mulch. Put it down in all of your landscaping beds. This is one of the highest return on investment, lowest cost improvements that you can make. Spend a few $100s on fresh, dark mulch. It will transform the exterior of almost any home. All right, now what's in that mulch? How about your shrubs, your bushes, and your trees? Trim them up, get them back away from the windows. Overgrown landscaping reads as a neglected home. And it also hides the architecture of the home in your listing photos. Next up, buyers walking toward the front door, they're gonna notice those clogged gutters. They're gonna see the weeds that are growing up there by your roof. Their brain immediately starts estimating higher deferred maintenance cost. The front door is that focal point of your exterior listing photos. A fresh coat of paint and a bold complementary color is a $100 improvement that shows up beautifully in photography. Let's talk about exterior lights. If those fixtures are worn, dated, not working, put up a new brushed nickel, matte black, or oil rub bronze. It's an affordable way to signal that you have attention to detail. Finally, if the exterior of the home is brick, siding, or stucco, go ahead and pressure wash it. In Georgia's humidity, green or gray streaking on the siding is pretty common and it looks horrible. All right, now that we've made it past the curb appeal stage, let's talk about your entryway. The moment a buyer steps in the front door, they're gonna make a judgment that's gonna color everything that they see for the next 20 minutes. You got about 15 seconds to make them feel something positive. Declutter completely. Take out shoes, coats, bags, backpacks, anything that lives in your entryway as part of your daily life. Buyers cannot see potential in a cluttered space. Now look down at the floor. If the foyer floor is dated tile or maybe worn out hardwoods, that's worth addressing. Entryway flooring is disproportionately impactful on first impressions. Next up, if you've got the space for it, put in a small console table, maybe a mirror, put some fresh flowers or greenery on that table. It's gonna make your entryway feel intentional and welcoming. The goal is to make those buyers think, I could live here the moment that they walk in that front door. Next thing, make sure that the entryway smells neutral and clean. Avoid heavy air fresheners and also pet smells. A clean, neutral scent is always better than something that's strong, and that's especially true for buyers who may have sensitivity to smells. Next up is the kitchen, and I cannot overstate how much the kitchen matters. Even buyers who can't boil water judge a home heavily based on the kitchen. According to staging research, the kitchen delivers the highest cost effectiveness of any upgrade or any room that you stage or update. Clear everything off the countertops except for one or two intentional attractive items. I'm talking about a cookbook, a fruit bowl, maybe a small plant. A coffee maker you use every morning, put it underneath a counter or put it in a cabinet before photos and showings. Cabinet hardware. If your cabinets are still solid condition, but maybe the hardware is dated, spend $200 to $500, fix that. Replace the entire feel of the kitchen with new pulls and new handles in brushed nickel or matte black. It's an easy way to update the space without a major renovation. Next, deep clean everything. I'm talking about the oven, the refrigerator seals, the backsplash grout, the underside of your range hood. See, buyers open doors, they pull out the drawers, and a spotless, clean kitchen signals to them that it is a well-maintained home. Now let's talk about your countertops. If your home value has gone up over the years, laminate countertops cost you far more in negotiation than replacement granite countertops would cost. Install under cabinet lighting, replace any dated or broken light fixtures. Ensure that every bulb is the same color temperature. This is going to change your kitchen's appearance in photos and in person. Warm white light, or even if you like the whiter daylight bulbs, that's perfectly fine, but make sure that it's the same, no mixed color temperatures. The primary suite, the bedroom and bathroom, are where your buyers emotionally decide whether they can see themselves living in your home. According to NAR staging data, the primary bedroom is the second most important room to stage. In the bedroom, put in neutral bedding, white, ivory, soft gray. If you can do it, get it professionally laundered and pressed. Remove all personal items and photos from nightstands and dressers. Clear out and organize your closets, because buyers are going to open them, they're going to walk in, they're going to walk through your closet. A well-organized, spacious-looking closet is a major selling feature. An overflowing closet raises questions about the storage, even if you have plenty of storage. So anything that you don't wear anymore, you don't like the color of it, it doesn't fit you well, get rid of it. Get it out of your closet. It'll make your closet feel more open and spacious, and that'll transfer to the rest of the home in the buyer's mind. Now, the primary bathroom. Remove all your personal care products from the shower. Take them off the vanity top. Take them off the back of the toilet tank. Store all this stuff in a basket under the sink. Get a little travel shave kit that you can open up every morning and throw in the shower if you need to. Put it in a cabinet during the showings. Replace any mismatched towels and get yourself a couple of fresh white hotel style towels. That's gonna imprint into the buyer's mind as, hey, this is like a resort. Clean the tile grout. Recaulk the shower if needed. Replace any dripping faucets, running toilets. If you need to, you can replace the toilets for a couple of $100. Speaking of toilets, the seats, if they're stained or yellowed or cracked, that's a $30 to $50 fix, and it shows up disproportionately in buyers' impressions. Now let's talk about the most important room, the living room. According to staging data, 93% of listing agents like myself stage that first. The living room is where your buyer will see and understand your home's lifestyle, not just the square footage. The furniture arrangement matters enormously. The goal is to create a kind of a clear, open traffic flow that allows buyers to move through the space easily and naturally. So remove any furniture that makes the room feel crowded or blocks sight lines. In a world where buyers preview the home on their phone before they visit, an open, well-arranged living room will photograph dramatically better than a crowded living room. Similar to the primary suite, remove any personal photos, anything that makes the home feel like yours. Because right now, it doesn't matter that it's yours, you want it to be the buyer's. You want them to be able to look at your home in their mind's eye and see this as, I could live here. And any personal collections, personal photos and things like that, it kind of breaks that immersion for them. So again, this is not about erasing who you are, it's about creating a blank canvas that allows the buyers to project themselves into potentially their new home. Paint. How about neutral paint? If your living or dining room has a bold, dramatic, or dated paint color, a coat of neutral paint, think of something like agreeable gray, an accessible beige, maybe a soft white. That's one of the highest ROI investments that you can make before listing. Fresh paint also gives the home a fresh, new smell. It looks clean and it photographs much brighter. Speaking of brighter, natural light. Open every blind, and that's something that your listing agent and a good buyer's agent will do if they get there right before the buyers. They'll go through and they'll open up every window blind, pull back all the curtains, turn on all the lights. You want that light to bathe every square inch of your home. So open those blinds, every curtains, remove any heavy window treatments that block the light. Listing photos, the first thing that 98% of buyers see before they schedule a showing. Light is everything. All right, now let's talk about, now that we've talked about the rooms, let's talk about the priorities. I understand not every seller has unlimited time or budget. So let me give you a little bit of a priority framework that you're going to be working within as you prepare your rooms. Let's say you've got 30 days. I want you to deep clean every surface in the home, declutter every room, every closet, fresh paint where it's needed, fresh mulch, power wash that driveway, walkway, etc. Fix any obvious deferred maintenance like dripping faucets, broken light fixtures, cracked grout, put in light bulbs if they're burned out, etc. Those are non-negotiables and it's fairly inexpensive. Now, let's say that you've got a little bit more time, maybe a little bit more of a budget. Let's say 60 days and you've got modest budget. Kitchen hardware, all those drawer pulls and cabinet door handles. Fresh light fixtures. Spend a couple $100 and replace light fixtures throughout the home, especially any that are dated. Get a professional in there to clean the carpet or replace it if it's needed, and address any countertop condition issues. Now, if you've got more time, if you're looking at maybe listing in late summer or early fall, right now we're finishing up the spring market, going into the summer market. Let's say you've got 90 days and you've got a serious mindset to maximize your sale price. Bring in a professional staging company, address any significant cosmetic items, and have a pre-listing inspection so that you know exactly what the buyer's inspector is going to find anyway. That way you can fix any maintenance items on your terms rather than having to negotiate with a buyer at the 11th hour. All right, so here's the bottom line. Preparation is not an expense, it is an investment. And in this market, where buyers have more choices than they've had in years, the homes that are prepared correctly are the homes that stand out, attract strong offers, and close at better numbers in shorter times, making those sellers have a smile on their face. If you're thinking about listing your home in Bartow County, Cherokee County, Milton, Alpharetta, or anywhere else in Northwest Georgia or North Atlanta, I offer a free pre-listing consultation. I'll walk through your home with you. I'll build a specific preparation plan based on your home's condition, your budget, and your timeline. Not generic advice, just simply a real plan that is specific to your home Now the link, if you want to do that, to schedule that, is down in the description down below. Please subscribe. I produce 1 to 2 videos every week about real estate in Northwest Georgia. And I would love to have you along with me on the journey. If you know somebody that's in the market to relocate, invest, buy, or sell real estate here in Northwest Georgia, North Atlanta, please share the video. This checklist, I think, is going to be beneficial for anybody that is wanting to list their home in the near future. I'm Drew Thomas. I hope to see you on the next video.